Alright, hopefully my audio is good. Welcome to Jastrov Custom Sabers. We got the Lightsaber Configurator we are talking about today. Alright, we're going to open this up. This is the GoldenHarvest version 3 Lightsaber Configurator made by SaberTec. It's in pre-beta here. I'm just going to choose my file. So this is my drive, my USB E drive. And we have a couple things to begin with. It's a little basic off the get-go. I've had a number of issues so far with it, but that's alright. What we can do is choose a few things. So we can go to blade styles. We can choose what our lightsaber is, whether it's in-hilt RGBA, or if it's NeoPixel, you can do the NeoPixel extended profile, and you can then play through different sound fonts in here. I'll go to Ascension by K-Sith, and I got the dark blade style. So now this is one thing. Blade style 3 and 4 should be orange. I think it's power on is up here somewhere. No. Power on there. Blade style 4. Okay, well it's working for this one it seems. Might just be the color profiles that I have saved already on here. Because I already have, an orange saved on here. So that might be what that is. It's actually picking that up. So it's picking up everything I have already saved on my board. Now as I change to different things, you can see sound fonts going to blade style. It totally just does its own thing there. So now I go here, go to blade style. It's completely different. It's not queuing up with the sound font section. I'm not sure why this is. I can go down to like the dark saber and then power it on. Now if I change my color again, do I have my orange? No. Again, my orange isn't here. I can't change that color for some reason. But if I go to just classic, I will be able to change the blade color. I'll be able to change it through all the different preset colors. But one of these, a couple of these might just be a couple oranges I played with. Like 4 is I think stock orange, but 3 might be my custom orange. That's why those look so similar. On top effects, you can change all your on top effects here. Some of my favorite are, there's the flicker. I think the flicker is one of the best, just for basic effects. You can put that's number 8 flicker, and then number 7 is a white flicker. So we can do like a white flicker. Pretty sure that's what it is. Maybe number 8's the white flicker. No, a bunch of different flickers. Number 6, is that a flicker too? No. So number 7 I think is just a white flicker. Number 8 is like a yellow, green, and white flicker. And we can do this here if you want more of a wave pulse. What do we got here? You can do wave effects. What's one of the best ones? Is it wave 3, wave 2, wave 1? No. Is it wave 10? Sure, look at that. Wave 10's going off the hizzy. Now you got all your firmware. You can do firmware updates over here. Refresh the SD card, restore to factory settings, perform firmware update, select firmware. Can't do that. You have to add the firmware to your files if you want to do the firmware update. General settings here, menu navigation. You can see I got a 2 button because I have 2 buttons. I have all this set, orientation twist, sound menu. I don't even do the twisting, I just use the buttons to get into the different menus. Gesture controls, stab ignition, swing ignition. Both of those are on, that's good. Battle configuration. push lockup, multi-blast threshold, stuff like that. Menu navigation, miscellaneous, USB, power saving mode, deep sleep mode. You can change all the different parameters, but there is a couple different bugs. Now, this accent, there's nothing in the accent styles. And I think they got to figure out what the colors there with the different profiles, because I think that's a pretty common one. It's just the dark saber. Almost looks exactly the same as what wave was that, wave 10? Almost looks exactly the same. So you just do that, and then if you want to do like a blue, there you go. Almost looks like a crazy dark saber. It'd be nice if there was a way you could bring this down, even just the speed of the flicker, and just slider bars, simple slider bars and stuff. Simple slider bars and a color wheel. I want to see some sort of a color wheel that I can play with, to be able to play with the colors for different things. Like the flicker, I want to be able to change that, the flicker color, and being able to change all the colors on a color wheel, because having this pulse or having almost like a candy cane effect with two different colors, different things get really creative. Yeah, there's a lot to come, but I think it's a really good beginning. You have all the different things here just to test them out. Again, blaster block. Yeah, oh, here's the colors here. So there's no color wheel. Yeah, there's no color wheel, but if we just go basic, was this basic background? Okay. Basic background, we go wave. Alright. Gradient flow, classic. And preset, railgun. Uber wave. What the frick is this? Railgun. Outward stable. Alright, so I'm learning some stuff here too. Fast stable. Slow stable. Gradient flame blade. Stable. Flicker. Hyper pulse. Uber pulse. Wow, well, some crazy pulsing going on. I add some of this color, add some of that color. Now it's just white. Look at that. Alright, well, you can add all the different things here. I think some of these maybe should... This is a little bit weirder to navigate. The menu is pretty freaking huge too. Like, this is chunky. I think this should be able to bring the UI down a bit. The UI is pretty big. Like, all this should be smaller. Maybe there's a different way you can break things up into like a color category, so everything is just separated from all this. So all this can be maybe separated or something. Because it's a little, yeah, right here, blade styles. When you go into these blade styles though, background, top effect, all this should be smaller. This is just kind of huge. I feel like the color selector should be over here or something like this. It looks good though. It's got lots of potential for the beginning. This is all just still in beta. It's all just the beginning. We can do here, turn this off, power it off, power it back on. We got your swings. Another thing, one of the other bugs that I found, was change the sound font here. I'll change it to one of my other favorites by K-Sith, the Eternal Emperor. See, it's the power on. I don't know what's up with that, but there's no preon sounds, tracks. The stock preon sound just doesn't work. It's just then the actual sound font comes in. That's a cool one. Same thing with anyone. Go Grandmaster Yoda here. You can hear it. It's not the right power on sounds, prions. I don't know if you could specific sound font. You can do this. Like I could do this, but that doesn't do anything, does it? No. Still, this has the wrong power on sound, so that's a bug. A couple little things that need to be fixed there. A couple things here with like these delete buttons. I think should have, especially on the sound fonts, this delete button should be like an "Are you sure?" Are you sure you want to delete this sound font? Because I think I hit this twice and I deleted 2 of the sound fonts right off my SD card without fully being aware that I was deleting them, just being bada boom that easy. I wasn't paying attention. I was on the sound fonts. I thought I was on blade styles or something. But yeah, just this is the GoldenHarvest. You need to run an application as Mr. Refresh and Restore feature. Okay, well, look at that. You need to run the application as administrator. Blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's just a good little intro, though, of what the GoldenHarvest Lightsaber Configurator is going to be, and the potential. And I hope this really gets cleaned up. Everything, gets ironed out, all the little bugs, and they adapt the menu so it's a little bit more user-friendly and squish everything up. Whatever they do to it, I know it's gonna turn out good. It already, just this beta is already looking really promising. Really promising. I'm happy with it so far. I'm excited for what's yet to come. Maybe there's going to be a GoldenHarvest Phase 5. I don't know. I still got one. Where is it? I still got one GoldenHarvest that's going into that lightsaber, and it's the nice white version, Clone Trooper white version. I had 2 of those I bought up, so those were limited, and I got one more left. I'm super excited. GoldenHarvest. If you haven't heard of it, go check it out. Go read the manual. They're like the loudest soundboard I think on the market. They're super user friendly, and they're just great. Also, go check out Case5th Saber Fonts. He is a great Saber font creator, I think. Definitely one of the top in the community. His sound fonts are just got lots of depth, lots of character to them. Again, thanks for watching. May the Force be with you all. Take her sleazy.